Hi there, this is Andy Frith, the Sheffield Advanced Motorcyclists, on a ride out with Keith Hopkins and Mick Butcher on about the 19th of May, I think it was. This is Keith, and we're just riding into Rotherham up Moorgate. I've included this section of clip because I think you're a little bit too close to the driveways on the left-hand side. Your safety position, you've got oncoming, but you're in position one when you've got driveways and junctions on the near side. So I think all the way up here, the better safety position would have been the one that I'm in at the minute, position two. So you've got a little bit more time to react from hazards from both sides, like the park, so that the emerging vehicle there. It just gives you a little bit more of a cushion. There, that white van was slowing down, and you actually moved out and crossed the white line, whereas you could have just eased off a little bit. This was a nice bit. We were going up towards Grenoside from Ecclesfield, and slow riding for these lights. Nice check it left and right of the junction. Really well controlled that you saw that the light was at red, rolled off, and did a really effective slow ride. We're out above Bradfield now, and this was quite a good section. This bend really caught us both out, actually. We're coming down to it, and there's 30s coming up, and we both were caught out by that one. It was hard to read. Here, I just want to point out, look at how your head leans when you go around a left-hander. You do this quite a lot, and it's as though you're trying to look for the view. But it's spoiling the whole look of your ride from behind, and it's repeatedly done on left-handers. This is again going out of Old Bradfield, and we came across this car which we followed for a good number of miles, and this was the position. It was a tight left-hander, and I thought here was the time where you needed to really get up to that back of that vehicle and have a look, because we wasted the opportunity up this stretch here where you could have done him, and as a consequence we got tied up behind him for quite a way. I mean, it wasn't exactly on it all the time, but it was a narrow road, so it was difficult to try and pick the position to pass. And when he eventually did go, I didn't think he was being particularly helpful to you here, but you decided to pass, and then you gave him the thank you sign, which was all right. I mean, there's no problem in being courteous, but you saw your opportunity. We've got a bit of a hill and a bit of rise and a bit of a bend. There's his thank you, but he started coming across on me, and I don't know that he deserved that one. But anyway, overall, this section could have been a little bit brisker. We were sort of like just holding back a bit. This is another example of where you're looking for the view. There, your head goes right over onto the side, so just be conscious of that. Now on to Alan Butcher, and we've left Buxton, and we're coming up to a dual carriageway here. You've got advance notice of the dual carriageway coming up, 70 mile an hour on dual carriageway, so you've got straight on it. And we've got a slow moving vehicle in the left hand lane. So you see, I went out, I was expecting it, and it took you a while before you, oh right, I better move out there. That could have been done a lot earlier and got on it a lot faster, because it's 70 mile an hour on this stretch. So it safely passed that. And then, I mean, there wasn't really anything behind us, so it was no real problem. But you sort of like hung on the outside, really. Like I say, neither here nor there really. But I mean, just to show other road users that we're not just sitting out and blocking the road. So it took you quite a while to come back in. In fact, when the road was narrowing. This is a section on the way down from Buxton. I just wanted to put this in because I wanted to show you how good your lines were. It's a 50 mile an hour section, lots of double wides, and we were fortunate that there wasn't much traffic, and it really did get flowing. So I've speeded this next section up just to show you how how it looks really. I think it's about twice the speed this. So, but you can see how your positioning is really good on the offside for the left-handers now, and now cutting into the safety position there, and it really flows. So just watch this for a minute. This was quite nicely done there. You saw the vehicle indicating right and really rolled off, and it was just a lovely controlled slow ride. I really like that. This was the section after Bakewell. It was a series of bends where I said that I thought we could have just got on it a little bit more. 50 miles an hour limit, but there's some nice bends, and I just got the feeling that we weren't cranked enough across there. A bit close to those oncoming vehicles as well on that section. We can just lay into these a little bit more. I know that you recognise that on debrief, that it's rare you get an opportunity like this to sometimes just enjoy yourself, and you should do on the test. There should be no problem for you having a bit of fun. Don't think that you need to ride how the examiner rides. A bit of comfort brake in there, no real need to brake because you've got set up for the bend. So all that section could have just been a little bit more brisk. Here the lorry was up ahead a good distance and on a slightly left-hand bend, so you could have gone out for the view a lot earlier and made more progress past that lorry there. And this one, I think we're talking about signals. There goes a signal to overtake the red car, and then you put a signal on, I think, to come back in. Yeah, don't need to do it. It's just the shoulder check's fine. You're not benefiting any other road user by giving the signal there. This overtake here was the one that I think you might have failed. So you put a signal on and went, but way up at the distance you can see the lay-by on the right and the car in the lay-by, and lo and behold it's got headlights on, which could suggest that it was coming out. So that was just you could have waited and not done it there. Coming up to traffic lights through door, we discussed whether these were red or not. Slow riding up to the lights there, they changed to red, and you've got an oncoming vehicle that came through the lights as well. So I think that was a fail to conform to traffic sign. I'm sorry. This was another advanced planning one. You've got heavy in the left-hand lane. You know we're going straight on and probably going to have to overtake that heavy later on. So you might as well get into the offside position to go around the roundabout. Because what you had to do then, you changed lanes, had a shoulder check, changed lanes in the roundabout, and then came to the offside so we could accelerate and take the lorry. So you could have planned that from way before the roundabout. But overall, that was a really good ride, and it's nearly there. So well done, it was good.